Okay, here's some good news if you're depressed. You don't often get a lot of good news when you're depressed. Most of the time you get bad news. But here's some good news. Depressed people are closer than any other people to enlightenment. They're closer because what the depression is, effectively, is total disillusionment with the ego-based life. It's the ego destroying itself. So if you're depressed, don't be unhappy. This is really a gift, something to be cherished. Now I understand that sounds absurd, because it's a nightmare at the same time, but it's also an opportunity to wake up. Your ego is basically in flames, it's destroying itself. It wants everything, but at the same time it feels disgusted with everything. This happened to me 3 years ago. I became utterly disillusioned with everything. And that fire of discontent was what pushed me into the spiritual search, which enabled me to free myself from the small ego-based life into a more oceanic existence of the self. And that's been growing in me ever since, and let me tell you, once you're on that path, life becomes really a great adventure, where there's no more fear and all this pettiness, where life can be lived fully and intensely and with love and courage and dignity and hope and purpose. Yes. So, what you're experiencing now, if you're depressed, is really a great thing. Your ego is falling apart. It's in its death throes. It's an opportunity for you now to wake up. And you may well wake up soon. See, depression is a wonderful thing. Depression is the self trying to get your attention by sending all this pain into your body, this emotional pain. It's the inner master saying, it's time for you finally to listen to me, because you can't go on this way. It's a turning point. Try and see it that way. Feel privileged that you're depressed. Don't feel bad about it. Don't think you shouldn't be depressed, or that you're being antisocial or you're committing a crime. No, no, no. Depressed people are a step ahead of the game. You have socialized people who live according to the norms of society, who do this and that, carry out their conditioning. Then you have depressed people who realize, this is just absolutely horrific, all of this competition. Life is so meaningless, so banal, so petty, so crap. There's no authenticity, there's no sincerity. Everyone's just hypocritical, running from pain to pleasure. Total disillusionment. And then, if you manage to break through, there's the spiritual world, the oceanic spiritual world. Journey of self-discovery, and finally, self-realization. End of all fear, pain, suffering. Birth of joy, peace, openness, devotion to life. Gratefulness for every breath. So your depression is a good thing. It's a transition between the life of blinded obedience to oceanic spirituality. It's yourself waking up in you. It's yourself demanding your attention by sending you pain. All this pain is just a sign from the self telling you to wake up. Stay present. Stay with the pain. Feel it. From whence did this pain arise? You are that. The emptiness. Stay there. Stay there. Don't do anything. Just stay in that emptiness. And the self will reveal itself in you like a blooming lotus, and it will perfume your days. Depression is good. It means you're evolving.